Welcome back. So I've talked lately about how towards the end of the season, about 4 weeks left, and in that range, sometimes you get nights where there's not a lot of tension in the air, not a lot of uncertainty regarding who's going to win, or you just put the records of what the teams are going to have after tonight's games. You can put that on the board relatively early and not worry about jinxing things. Tonight was one of those nights. All right, so we had the Ducks against the Winnipeg Jets. Gibson versus Brossois. I'm using my new Mighty Ducks magnet. Of course, I got that this decal or decal. I got that at the Anaheim Ducks team store. A lot of fun stuff at that store. Anyways, net feed to Strome near miss. That's right. That's right. I had the Ducks on the board first. First note there. Jets press are kept to the outside. There's a near miss for Toffoli. The Ducks rush. Teams exchange turnovers. Iafallo's denied and close as the Jets press. Then there's a near miss for Niederreiter as the Jets have more pressure in the Ducks zone. The shots are 3-1 for the Jets 6 minutes in. Gibson robs Scheifele. Honestly, they were taunting Gibson at the end of the game. I get it, visiting arena and everything. Gibson kept it close as long as he could. The crossbar and out for Vetrano during a Ducks power play. That was killed off. Vetrano's post is as close as they got to hitting the net. There were no shots during that power play. And then the Jets just resume their puck control as soon as that power play is done. The shots are 8-2 for Winnipeg with 9.5 minutes left. Scheifele to Connor near miss on a 2-on-1. The Jets press with 7.5 minutes left. Fowler has a one-timer that's held. Appleton tries to bat one in. The Ducks rush. And then a point shot's tipped in by Kyle Connor. He gets that one from DeMello and Morrissey at 16 minutes and 20 seconds. The Ducks press to respond. Things get punchy in front of the benches with 1:51 left, so that makes it 4-on-4. And then with 1:23 left, the Ducks have a 4 versus 3 power play. So to start the second period, the Jets finished the kill. They allowed 2 shots during the power play in total. And then they rush because now it's 5-on-5, so they're back to controlling the game. There's a press by Winnipeg at 2.5 minutes. Stanley has a shot that's blocked. It's all Jets again in the second period. Shots are 6-2 Winnipeg. 5.5 minutes. Silverberg can't bury one in close. This might be the time for me to tell fans of the Jets and the Kings this did not affect power rankings because it's the Ducks and the Hawks. So just throwing that out there. Just man. So Silverberg can't bury one in close. We get a power play for the Jets. Toffoli has a rebound chance that's held. The Jets then cycle and they score one off Minchukov's leg. Schmidt from Ehlers and Pionk at 7:47 makes it 2-0. A score that was very flattering to the Ducks at the time. We get a power play for the Ducks, so that means the referee sucks. Even though he just gave you a power play and you scored on it, they're not very grateful. Ducks cycle, Dylan clears, that's killed off as well. Things get pushy on a hold by Brossois after that's done. Scheifele to Iafallo, that gets blocked. The Jets have full control up by 2 as they did before. It was a 2-goal lead. Pressed by the Jets with 3.5 minutes left, and honestly, great 20 minutes by Winnipeg. Even though Anaheim outshoots them, I don't know how many of those shots are dangerous. I really don't. So we go to the third. It's 2-0 for Winnipeg. Connor has a rush chance that's held. Dylan has a net feed that's picked off. Things get pushed and a hold by Gibson. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. The Jets press during that, and they score during the 4-on-4. It's DeMello with a one-timer from the right circle. Ehlers and Dillon with the assists at 4:59. Niederreiter nearly adds one. And then Toffoli gets his first as a Jet. He gets that from Monahan at 8:07. They played together in Calgary. So the Jets get a power play and they score on it. It takes 8 seconds. It's Toffoli with another goal at 11:05. Scheifele and Morrissey with the assists on that one. Barron then has a shot that's held because Winnipeg's going for more. Jets press for another. Toffoli's denied on a net drive. He was looking for the natural hat trick there. With 1:41 left, the Jets get a power play. Of course, they score on it. Appleton from Lowry and Morrissey at 19:54. So Morrissey with 3 assists tonight. Appleton buries that one during a cycle. It's his 12th goal of the season, which equals a career high. It's a 6-0 win. This is the first time I can remember having 2 Tony the Tiger magnets and 2 No Mercy magnets on a board where there's just 2 games. I'm pretty sure it's never happened. 6-0 win for Winnipeg to go to 42-19-5 with the win. With the loss, the Ducks 23-41-3. Shots on net 11-6 Winnipeg in the first, 11-10 Anaheim in the second, 17-4 Winnipeg in the third. They outshoot them 38-21 overall. Power plays 0 for 3 for Anaheim. Winnipeg scored on all 3 power plays they had. The hits 24-20 for Winnipeg. Gibson saved 32 out of 38. Laurent Brossois, pretty easy night for him. 21 saves on 21 shots. All right, and the other game, LA and Chicago. So these started a half an hour apart. It's Talbot versus Soderblom, and again on this road trip, they're the Cylon helmets for the Kings. Byfield has a wrister that's held. Good start for the Kings. LA ends up getting a power play. Kempe has a net drive this block. The Hawks clear. Kings then cycle, and they score. It's a power play goal for Dubois. He buries a rebound. It's his 500th game tonight, so that's a nice way to celebrate. Dano and Spence with the assists at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Fiala has a shot that's held. The Kings are up to 8 shots. The Hawks are at 2. And then Laferriere at 5:33 scores from Roy and Dubois. So Dubois with a goal and a helper. It's top corner during a press because a lot of that first period was spent in Chicago's zone. Kempe then has a shot that's blocked as the Kings look for another. This game was very similar to the other game. Dickinson has a slot shot that's held, and then at 8:03, the defense just kind of stands there and watches. You know, there's nothing quite like watching as 5 guys in red jerseys just kind of stand there and watch the puck getting passed around. And Kopitar. Kopitar, this first one by Kopitar from Byfield and Kempe. And then, the Kings press for more because why not? Net's open for business. Radish has a shot that deflects out. The Hawks seem to be waking up at this point. Not that it mattered. The Hawks press with 8 minutes left, but the shots are 14-9 for LA with 7 minutes left. And then at 14-19, really nice backhand pass by Byfield. Sets up Kopitar again. Kempe with the other assist again, and that makes it 4-0. So that ends Soderblom's night. I guess he was supposed to play defense as well as goal. Mrazek goes into the net. We get a power play for Chicago. Foligno's denied early. Jones has a one-timer that's held. There was a post for Athanasiou. It's killed off. The Hawks press after it's done. There's a post for Vlasic, but it's 4-0 after the first. These games are kind of opposite. So you have 4 goals in the third, 4 goals in the first, 1 in the middle period, 1 in the middle period, nothing in the third, 1 in the first. So pretty close to exact opposites. Good early back and forth in the second period of this one, and then Spence bounces one in off Mrazek, just catches him cheating off the post. Laferriere with the assist at 2:33, and then the Kings press for more, because why not? Korchinski has a shot that's saved during a brief press by the Chicago Blackhawks. Kempe to Byfield, near miss. Puck's cleared out. More pressure by the Kings at 5.5 minutes. The shots are 6-1 for the Kings at that point in the period. Zaitsev fires one wide as the Hawks get some pressure. Bedard has a rush chance that's blocked. Kings draw a power play. Fiala to Byfield, near miss there. Fiala has a shot that's held. Power play's killed off, and then the Hawks go to a power play right after it's done. Early clear, the Hawks set up. Dickinson has a chance that's held. Power play's killed off. It's 5-0 after 2. Third period, Kings press at 2 minutes. The shots are only 1 apiece, 3 minutes in. Moore has a chance that's saved. Moore to Anderson, near miss. This was also the battle between the Anderson brothers. I think Mikey's beaten Joey more than the other way around. We get a power play for Chicago. Early clear, power play's killed off. Dickinson has a shot that's blocked and cleared. Englund then has a shot that's held. The Hawks go back to the power play. There's a near miss for Kurashev. Jones has a shot that's held. That power play is killed off. There's a near miss, the shots are 6-5 for Chicago with 9 minutes left. The Hawks press with 8 minutes left. Bedard has a screenshot that saved. Talbot had a very good game. Kings press with 3 minutes left, and with 29.8 seconds left, the game ends on a power play for the Kings, just like this one had a power play for the Jets at the end. So these were very similar games, and LA wins 5-0. They go to 34, 21, 11, and they needed these points. Chicago 18, 44, and 5. They've already been eliminated. They don't need the points. Shots on net 15-12, LA in the first, 17-5, LA in the second, and then 11-5, Chicago in the third. Final shots 37-28 for the Kings. Power plays, LA 1 for 3, Chicago 0 for 4. The hits 23-8 for Chicago. LA didn't throw very many hits because they always had the puck. Talbot 28 saves for another shutout for him. I think he has 3 on the season now. Soderblom 10 saves on 14 shots. Mrazek then saved 22 out of 23, which says more about the defense getting better, I think, with Mrazek in there than Soderblom having a bad night. But yeah, so there you go. You're all caught up. Let me know your thoughts on these games in the comment section below. As always, I don't really have anything to add. These were both blowouts. But let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.